Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a very special two-player co-op Quick Hits Edition. I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How are we doing tonight?
Fantastic. I got my beer. You got your bourbon. Everything's going great.
Not a problem in the world, except I'm out of bourbon.
No. Well, you're about to be out of bourbon. Hey, if this is the first time you're seeing us on YouTube, hello. We're the Two-Player Co-op Podcast. What we're doing today is a Quick Hits Edition. This is going to be kind of a supplemental entry to our podcast where, you know, we do videos on YouTube where we're just going to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Might be video games, might be movies, might be soap operas, might be basketball, football, movie reviews, trailers. I don't know what it could be.
Whatever we want.
But for today, what are we going to talk about, Sean?
Today, we are talking about the big news that came out the end of last week, the upcoming release of the NES Classics mini system,
NES console edition thing.
Console extraordinaire. We touched on it a little bit on last week's podcast episode, but now we want to just kind of run down the games that are included, all for the low price of $59.99, coming November 11th. Just give our quick thoughts on all the games coming along with it. And with that, I have nothing else to say.
Yep. We talked about it on the podcast. We want to do kind of a little quick deep dive into some of these games that mean a lot to us and games we're looking forward to as part of this collection. Let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
First one they announced, Balloon Fight. Do you care about Balloon Fight?
Nope. Never played it.
Never played it. I'm looking forward to at least giving it a try, but we'll see what it is. Yep. Bubble Bobble.
Bubble Bobble.
Double Trouble.
So you know what this game makes me think of?
I have a feeling, but I'm not 100% sure, so why don't you tell me?
So I know we didn't own this game.
No.
Maybe we rented it.
Quite a few times.
But I remember putting a decent amount of time into this game. I think Babysitter Mandy had this game. Babysitter Nicole had the Genesis.
Never mind. I thought you were saying that was like the name of the game.
She
had Castle of Illusion. Nicole did.
And
her
Mandy,
brother had the beard. He was a big guy. Remember him? Steve?
Kind of.
Something? I don't know. Anyway.
But yeah, Babysitter Mandy, I think, had Bubble Bobble. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I remember enjoying it. I think there's like 100 levels. You just kind of bang through them real quick. And
that's what she said.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing it. I don't remember too much about it, but I remember enjoying it.
Works for me. I remember liking it, and I haven't played it in forever. So let's move on to Castlevania.
All right.
Fantastic game. I wish Castlevania 3 was in here instead of either 1 or 2, preferably 2. But Castlevania is a great game. What are some of your memories of it, Sean?
I remember it just being unlike anything I'd ever played at that point. It was not scary by any means, but maybe a little unsettling when everything we had played before was Mario and Zelda, things of that nature.
The box art was scary as hell.
Box art is very iconic, as you can see right here.
Hopefully.
If
not that we ever have technical
works.
Issues or anything.
Never. You got Dracula's face somewhere, probably in this general vicinity. I don't know.
You're
just
picking his nose now.
Oh, sorry, Dracula. I don't know. Solid game. Again, like you said, we don't have Castlevania 3. I'm thinking because Castlevania 1 and 3 are fairly similar. 2 was obviously a departure, so I get why they wanted 2. I kind of would rather have 3 than 1, but it is what it is. Speaking of which, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. This game gets a bad rap, probably well deserving. I am actually looking forward to playing it again.
You'll give it another shot?
I will give it a shot.
Okay.
I kind of like the idea. It's almost role-playing game-esque. It's not so linear. You got to talk to people and find items. Like, it should be a good game. What I think of when I think of this game are all the stupid, fake blocks, the little pitfalls. You can just walk, and then you fall through a block and you die. And because God knows when you fall in a Castlevania game, you fall straight down. There's no saving you.
Yep.
So you hit a block that you were expecting to walk over and you fall through, you're done 10 times out of 10. And these things are all over the game, if I remember correctly. So I'll probably need some kind of a guide, maybe, to know where to go and where not to go, where not to step. But no, I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing this game.
You know what I remember more than the NES edition of this? The Tiger handheld.
That was probably better than the NES game.
That's how I remember it. Sorry, Colin Moriarty, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry, but I remember the Tiger handheld being better. I promise you I'll give it another shot.
Moving on.
Donkey Kong. I don't really think of it never mind.
SNES game?
As a Nintendo game, but it's on here. It's a classic. I mean, if we do Let's Plays, we'll give it a shot. Same thing with Donkey Kong Jr. I mean, it is what it is.
I don't think we needed both, personally.
No. Especially
these games
of Castlevania 3 and some other games.
Right. These games are every bit as similar as Castlevania 1 and 3 are. I would have rather said, we'll pass on Donkey Kong Jr.
You just play as a monkey
Give
instead
me
of a plumber.
Castlevania 3.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Double Dragon 2. I was wrong if you've been listening to any of our past podcasts on iTunes, SoundCloud, and other MP3 services. Two-player co-op podcast. For some reason, I was remembering Double Dragon 2 being a one-player only game. It's not that at all. I think it does have the A is forward and B is back or vice versa attacks.
That is the weirdest.
But it's a lot of fun. I mean, if we didn't have Double Dragon, we wouldn't have Final Fight, we wouldn't have Streets of Rage or any of the modern back at that time, modern beat 'em ups. So I'm interested to give it another play. I remember playing it at Tim's house all the times when we were growing up. I know we rented it too, but I think we played it at Tim's house more than anything in his living room where you busted your head open that one time. I think it'll be fun to play again. A lot of these games will be fun to play. Not anything I'll probably put a whole bunch of hours into or anything, but it'll be good to give them another shot.
Yeah, this is one of those games that I couldn't tell you, thinking back, what the difference was between 1, 2, and 3. They all kind of blended together. If you showed me a snippet of any one of these games, for the life of me, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one it was. But yeah, it'll be good for a Let's Play. Coming soon.
Hopefully.
In November.
In November 11th. Dr. Mario. What I think of when I see this is doing a Let's Play with Mom. Because she was so much better at Tetris than we were.
Yep.
I would love to see her, and she still plays Tetris Blitz. Shout out to Mom if you're watching this.
She's not. She doesn't watch anymore.
She might. She said she'd watch on YouTube. We'll see. This is one of those that I think it would be fun to go Mom versus Sean, because I'm not going to put myself up there to be embarrassed by getting beat by my mom. But you're the little brother, so you get to do that. Dr. Mario was fun. I'm definitely excited to play it a lot again.
Bring it on, Mom.
Shots fired. Excitebike. Tell me about Excitebike, because I know you played this a lot more than I did.
I loved this game. It's obviously not a game that, I don't even know if you can beat this game. I guess you can, but it just seems like a fun game to just pick up and play for a few minutes, and then you'll probably put it down, but you'll come back to it. It's not a game you're going to really invest hours upon hours upon hours into, but it is a fun game.
Right.
And probably one of the first games to offer, I don't know what you'd call it, but design your own levels and such.
No, it didn't. Seriously?
Yeah. So I can picture it. You can scroll left and right. You have like the whole length of the track. And on the bottom, for some reason, all the different objects, whatever you could put in there, were just letters. It just said A, B, C, D, E, whatever. And A would be just like flat terrain, and B would be like a little hill, and C would be a ramp, and D was like a speed burst, and E, so on and so forth. So, you know who's going to love this is the boys.
Noah and Nick will absolutely love this game.
Both just playing the game in general and
making crazy stuff that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Like Mario Maker.
Their levels are horrible.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game.
They're horrible.
This will be a good Let's Play, and the kids will love it. So, looking forward to playing this one.
Next up, I have nothing to say. Final Fantasy. Sean, you take it away.
Final Fantasy. We all know about Final Fantasy. I've never gotten more than maybe 10 minutes into the first one.
Really?
It's iconic. It spawned, who knows, 20,
with
14 direct sequels, probably 25, 30 sequels in total. I'll give it a shot. I just never got into the whole, here's your knight, here's your black mage, here's your white mage, here's your thief, here's your ninja. To me, it just seems like there was no story, because the characters can just be whoever you want. So how do you have a story when the characters aren't even defined? I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. I'll give it a try, but I just don't see this one sticking with me.
I don't think I will play it one bit.
I don't think you will
so
either.
If we do Let's Plays of all these, you get to do Final Fantasy. I will do
Deal.
Galaga. Shoot 'em up, fun, arcade action. What more do you really need to say about it? It's why I love Resogun so much. Definitely looking forward to playing this game. I almost bought it again on PS4 as part of the Namco Classic series, but I didn't, and now it's a good thing because I'll be getting this. Ghosts and Goblins for the NES. Did we ever actually play this for the NES, or did we just play it for Genesis and Super Nintendo?
I don't know. I'm wondering. I must have played it at some point. I figure maybe we rented it or something. But I definitely have spent more time playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts than not Super Ghosts and Goblins.
Regular, yeah.
Fun game. Unbelievably hard, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But fun. I'm looking forward to playing it. I probably won't ever get past maybe the second level. Actually, you probably don't even remember this. You remember Maximo?
Yeah. I remember that. Was it PS2?
PS2, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like somehow related
It was
to this.
3D. Well, he's Maximo.
Oh, is he? Is that his
It's
name?
like 3D Ghosts and
I figured
Goblins,
Maximo
right?
was like this guy's like kid. Or
No, I think
like
it's
a
actually...
descendant
Well,
or something. I don't know if he's Maximo.
he's related. He's either the knight or he's related to the knight. I forget.
Maximo Decimus Meridius.
Are you not entertained?
Moving on.
Next on the list,
Gradius.
Again, fun, shoot 'em up. I can't wait to play it. Resogun.
It's the same thing as Galaga.
Exactly. I'm excited for it. Do you know anything about Ice Climber?
Nope.
Okay.
I know they're in Smash Brothers. One of them, maybe multiples of them.
I think there's multiple, and people get pissed that there's so many Ice Climbers and not other people, but yeah, I don't really care. I've never been a Smash fan. I've got it on my 3DS. I don't really get it. Sorry. Convince me if I'm wrong. Kid Icarus. I feel like I've played it. I don't feel like I remember it, though.
Yeah, I think I've played... I couldn't have said it better. I know I've played it. Don't remember a thing about it. It's iconic for whatever reason. I assume it's... Therefore, it must be a good game. That looks like the little gremlin guy. Not the gremlin. Yeah, Gremlin. From the movie Gremlins. No, not Gremlin. What's the other one with like the little furry, fuzzy...
No, he's in Gremlins, but he's not the gremlin.
Gadget?
He's in Yeah, he's the good guy.
That
in
guy.
Gremlins.
That's who he looks
the
like.
white and brown little cute guy, yeah.
That guy right there. In that general
Maybe.
vicinity.
If not, we're
Maybe.
figuring out YouTube. So
Otherwise, I'm just
sorry.
pointing at a brick wall.
Yep. Ooh, I wonder if there's wall meat.
Ooh,
Castlevania. Shout out to Castlevania.
there might be.
Now, next up, I cannot wait to play this game, Kirby's Adventure. I know I played it on the NES. I know I played the Game Boy one too, but I didn't put a whole lot of time into it. This is a game I'm going to beat from beginning to end, 100%. I cannot wait to play this game. The box art is beautiful. He's actually eating the box, which is amazing. If it's there, great. If it's not, Sean's making me look like an idiot because I don't know how to edit videos. Are you excited to play Kirby's Adventure, Sean?
I am very excited.
Okay.
To me, this is platformer. I mean, I won't say perfection because that's Mario 3, but about as good a platformer game as you'll probably find on NES. Yeah, definitely looking forward to this one.
Agreed. Next up, the original Mario Brothers.
Meh.
Not super. It'll be fun for a Let's Play. It's competitive. It is what it is. I think we played this more in Mario 3 than we did in the arcades or anything.
Right.
So I'm excited to play that again. Next up, Mega Man 2.
Fantastic game. Horrible
Worst box art
art.
ever.
Mega Man is literally like a man in a
With a
spandex
visor
suit
and a gun. He doesn't have an arm cannon. He has a gun. I have no idea why.
Yeah, he's not. I think Mega Man 3, maybe they finally started getting the box art right. I don't know. Eventually they got it right. But this guy just looks like he's just a dude. I don't know. And yeah, he's got like a laser pistol thing instead of the blaster.
Yes, he has a gun, not an arm cannon. This is ridiculous. Great game, horrible box art.
Box art is just a train wreck. But yeah, they picked the best Mega Man game, so good on you, Nintendo.
Sean, talk to me about the original Metroid.
Ooh, good game. Probably, certainly not my favorite in the series. Probably one of the worst in the series, if I'm being flat out honest. But I mean, I'm not talking.
No map, right?
Yeah, there's no map.
No
That's
map.
big downfall. I'm very much looking forward to playing it, but I don't see this one living up to... I mean, I don't remember it very fondly anyway. I love what it became on future systems, but first one, for a Nintendo game, probably very good. But this was just meant for bigger and better things than what Nintendo could handle. But looking forward to playing it, and we'll make sure I have a map handy when I do.
And if you want to know about the bigger and better things that came in the series, check out our So You Think You're a Gamer. No, So You Call Yourself, You Think You're a Gamer. You Think You Can Dance edition of the Two Player Co-op podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, and other services. I think it's You Call Yourself a Gamer, Super Metroid edition.
I think that's
episode
I got
Metroid 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden 1.
Uno.
I would have put Ninja Gaiden 3.
You see, this is up there with Double Dragon in that I couldn't tell you what the difference was between the three. They all kind of blend together. I remember them all being good. I don't remember any of them necessarily being a weak entry to the series.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to playing it. I would be just as much looking forward to playing 2 or 3, but I'm glad one of them made the cut. So this will be a fun one.
Next up, I don't know why it's on here. PacMan, not a Nintendo game at all. Definitely an arcade game. I mean, obviously it was a Nintendo game. Tengen made it, whatever. But I will never think of this game as an NES game.
This isn't even worth a Let's Play. We've all seen Pac-Man. Like, I may never even load this game up.
A lot of people say Ms. Pac-Man's better. A lot of people like Ms. Pac-Man better on the NES. I don't know. Punch Out.
Here we go.
But not Mike Tyson. Mr. Dream.
Mr. Dream.
That sucks. I hate that. But the game is so good.
Awesome.
I cannot wait to play this game again.
Love the gameplay. Every guy had his own fighting style and
pattern.
Yep. Yeah, and you had to know. I don't know. It's just, I'm looking forward to playing this one. I don't know. We never beat this game.
Oh, hell yeah, we did.
We beat Mr. Dream?
Yes. No, we didn't beat Mr. Dream.
Oh.
You're right. We beat Mike Tyson.
Well,
we beat his ass with Little Mac. It's all patterns and everything. No, I have clear memories of beating it. And I know you
wait. So what
you
is
could
the
put
deal
in
here?
passwords and skip to the final boss, too. You could skip to Mike Tyson.
I'm so confused. Because is there 2 versions of this game?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the difference?
They lost their license with Mike Tyson, so they made Mr. Dream instead.
Is that all it was?
Yep. It's the exact same game.
Okay. I was thinking the whole time, like, yeah, he was called Mr. Dream. I'm like,
Nope.
no, I specifically remember this game being called Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Mike Tyson's
But it was at one point, and then they lost it. That's weird. Whatever. It is what it is.
Next up, one of Sean's favorite games, and we played this on the Back the Box Challenge last week on the Two Player Co-op podcast.
Startropics. One of the games I'm probably most looking forward to playing in this collection. I'm going to get this guy to play it.
For the first time.
We'll definitely do a Let's Play, and then I'm hoping he kind of takes it and runs with it after that. I think you said it best on whatever episode we did the Back of the Box Challenge was, where you said this is kind of what...
31.
Nope, that was 30. Because 31 I did...
Startropics.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. Yes, you're right.
Thank you.
He's right. This is what Zelda 2 could have / should have
Probably
been.
should have been.
It has the overworld, and then you go to the action level. It's just such a good game. Disappointing sequel. I never actually beat it. It was all right. Kind of a lot of disappointing sequels on the NES, now that I think about it.
Yep.
Startropics, Zelda, Mario, Castlevania, yeah, I don't know.
Not Mega Man.
A lot of good games, but sequels, yeah, Mega Man killed it with their second one, but just disappointing sequels. But yeah, Startropics, can't wait.
Speaking of disappointing sequels, that was a hell of a segue. Super Contra, also
Did that
known
on
as Super
purpose.
C. Fine game. I'm glad to play it again, but they should have put the original Contra in here.
They should have. I don't know what they're thinking here picking this one, but I don't really remember much about it. Not as good as the first, obviously.
And the 30 live code was only...
They give you like 10 or something.
Yeah. Up, down, down, left, right. Shout out to Xavier Woods, up, down, down on YouTube and Twitter. I'm glad New Day stuck together and they still got the titles. Next up...
All right, we're getting into the classics here.
What do you want me to say? Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers. There's nothing really to say here. There's really nothing to say. I can't even say the boys will love this. They've already played this game. They've made their own levels. It is what it is.
Right.
One game they maybe haven't played as much, Super Mario 2.
Which really isn't even a Mario game.
Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah. So Doki Doki Panic is on the NES Classic Console Edition thing. Not even a Mario game, but it's got Mario characters.
I'm kind of looking forward to playing it just for nostalgia's sake, but it's just not. It's not good. It's not a Mario game, but I'm anxious to pick it up and try it again.
I'm not. But next up, one of the best games ever made. Anybody's list, it's got to be in the top 10, if not top 5 video games of all time. Super Mario Brothers 3. It was my third favorite game of all time. It's still probably right there. This game is freaking
it's perfection.
Damn near perfect. The game is absolutely amazing. If you haven't played Mario 3, you're not a video game fan. I don't know what else to say.
That's
I really
true.
don't.
If you have not played this game, turn this video off right now. You do not deserve this.
Right now. Pause. Go play Mario 3.
And then come back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
What'd you think of the game? Good, right? Been missing out.
Talk about going in a different direction. Tecmo Bowl, one of the best sports games ever made.
Barry Sanders kills it in this game.
What would be awesome? No, Bo Jackson.
That's what I meant. Bo
Starts
Jackson.
with a B. What would be awesome is if they updated this, though. You could play the classic rosters or the new rosters. That would be cool. That would be amazing.
Pretty sure if you like football, you've probably played this game. If you're at least mid 20 years old, you must have played this game. If not,
or Super Tecmo Bowl, but
or
Tecmo
Super.
Bowl
This is what started it all. Super Tecmo Bowl is probably just as good, slightly better graphics, but great game. This will be a fun let's play because we can actually do head to head here.
Yeah, we'll probably just play through a full game.
This will be awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep. Oh God, my second favorite game of all time, The Legend of Zelda. The game's perfect. I just played through it again when we went to Cancun. Shout out to you, Jess. About a month ago or so. It's basically perfect. The game is amazing. I still need to play through the Master Quest again, but I don't know what else I need to add. The funny thing is, I don't know how much I'll actually play it on this thing because I've got it on my 3DS and I can play it anywhere I want. But I'm glad it's on there and I can play it on my big screen in HD and all that fun stuff. Zelda 1, one of the best games ever made, hands down. Yep. Shout out to Dashboard Confessional. And the last game here, Sean, I'll let you take this. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
Zelda 2. I know just a few minutes ago I was saying this is a disappointment. And it was. But I like the game. It's right up until the last level, which is almost impossible. If you don't have a map, so you know exactly where to go. I mean, the enemies
don't run out of keys like I did.
I don't know how we did that.
I don't know, but I did.
We used them in the wrong order.
I've never gone back.
You should. Well, we will play this on a Let's Play. It's a good game. I almost wouldn't call it a Zelda game. It's totally different.
I mean,
but I enjoy it. It's fun.
It is what it is. I like that every time you go through the main temple, your home base, whatever it's called, you see Zelda there passed out, and it reminds you why you're fighting and stuff like that. I like that. I like the overworld idea. I just hate the side scrolling. And I love that this is the first time we saw Shadow Link, Dark Link, whatever you want to call him.
Thunderbird never showed up again.
Yeah, that guy too.
Yeah, you fight him right before Shadow Link,
and then you fight Ganon after that.
No Ganon. Ganon just laughs at you when you die. Yeah, no Ganon that you fight.
That's it. That's what's coming in the NES Classic Mini Edition, Classic Console Edition of the Nintendo Entertainment System.
NES Edition.
What he said. Let us know. What are you most excited about? What don't you care about at all in the NES Classic Mini Edition of the Console Edition of the original NES? Came out in 1986.
Edition.
Let us know. Tweet at us. I'm at KevinWhite24. This guy's at Real Sean White on Twitter. Together, we are at 2player_co-op. Let us know your thoughts. If you're watching this on YouTube, which obviously you are because we didn't put it up as a separate podcast, we're getting used to this YouTube thing. Please bear with us. We're figuring it all out.
If you're not watching on YouTube, let us know where you are watching.
I would love to know how that was even possible because you probably stole our stuff, and that's really not cool. But if you could, go ahead, hit the subscribe button down here somewhere.
It's right on there.
Give us a like somewhere around over here, not a dislike. We really appreciate that. Leave any comments on the video if you could. Tell your friends. Share the video. Thank you so much. Tune in to the Two Player Co-op Podcast. And I guess, Sean, why don't you take us out?
Thank you for playing.